guys have been warning us for weeks that we're looking at, don't even have a little campfire in your backyard, one of those little fire pits, nothing.
None. And even mind your cigarette butts. Don't drive over dry brush. All of that can spark fires. And when our conditions are this dry, not just talking about the drought conditions in the ground, but the air is so dry that these fires can spread really rapidly. And that's exactly what we've seen, especially behind the front that picked up our wind quite a bit yesterday and has delivered even drier air this morning. You see dew point at 21 degrees. So that relative humidity will drop below 30% moving into this afternoon, which is why the red flag warning remains in effect. It is clear, it is cold, 44 degrees right now in New York City. You see the red flag warning for a lot of the lower Hudson Valley, parts of northeast New Jersey, Long Island, and over through Fairfield County. This until 6 o'clock tonight with gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour and relative humidity below 30%. We're still going to see another day in which when a fire starts, it'll spread really rapidly. I'm trying to keep up on all of the new fires that have started. We're watching the one in Inglewood Cliffs, the one in Cliffside Park. We're watching that one in Brooklyn. Looks like near the Major Deegan in the Bronx near High Bridge. Also saw a brush fire spark overnight. And then Pompton Lakes, which is where Marcus Solis is. So we'll keep checking in with him. And just given the wind direction out of the north and west, all of those fires are pushing the smoke into the city. So you can smell it. You can see it. The air quality isn't too bad, but it's something I'll watch for today. There is that pocket of moderate air quality just due to the smoke. And you see the wind continuing out of the north and west. It is a bit on the breezy side this morning, contributing to the cool feel. Our temperatures are in the 30s and 40s, so it feels chilly under a clear sky. We're seeing a lot of sunshine and dry conditions today, but this is what we're watching for tomorrow. Finally, rain chances return to the region. Today, clear, breezy, bright, cool, and then tomorrow, increasing cloud cover. It's tomorrow night that those showers move in, and we'll get the rain overnight into Monday morning. Such a relief to see rain back in the forecast, even if today that fire danger remains the main story. And we talked about that fire in Pompton Lakes. That's where we find Marcus Solis this morning, so we're going to head to him. Marcus, what's the latest?
Well,
some little felines.
Yes, we got some cuties for you this Saturday morning, starting with Mr. T, who's hiding in the leaves. David, very cute. Thanks for sharing. We also have Tiger here taking a little cat nap on the counter, it looks like. And finally, I want to share with you Teresa's baby sitting on top of the cat house. I think you're supposed to go in the cat house, but you know what? Do you on this Saturday morning? We're feeling much cooler out there, starting the day in the 30s and 40s, and our highs today are capped about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. Puts us in the mid-50s, which is a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. Still a lot of sunshine out there, but you want your jackets as you head out the door. Of course, the real weather headline today, the fire danger. We have rain on the way for tomorrow. That does help the fire outlook, and it helps a lot of our issues considering how dry it's been. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast and time out tomorrow's rain coming up. I think that's a great idea. More jingles. That's what I'm always.
That's what we're here for.
I need more jingles. Oh, look at this cutie. This is Ollie, who's just like hanging out in a field of flowers. Very cute from Karen. And Oliver posing for the picture. Amy, your baby is so beautiful on this Saturday morning. And finally, this is Mochi. Mochi and I have something in common, and that is we are huge fans of Sam Ryan, because you can see in the background, Mochi is watching Sam do morning sports. Very cute. As we head into this afternoon, you are going to notice how much cooler it is today. Yesterday, a cold front moved through, and that delivers temperatures that are about 10 degrees cooler, capping us in the mid-50s, which is a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. But given it's still breezy and it is still quite dry, the real weather headline today is the fire danger. It remains elevated. Red flag warning still in effect. But tomorrow, rain chances return to the forecast. It's the best news I could give you. I'll time it out for you in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break.
The Super Cat Saturday.
Does it look like I have a halo?
It does.
Yes.
I do. That's
so heavenly.
We have some cute cats, starting with Charlotte. I mean, what a sweetie. Charlotte looks like a stuffed animal. So, Karen, thank you for sharing. I love the green eyes as well. So fluffy. Patches hanging out in the leaves. A very fall picturesque shot there, Vanessa. Very cute. And finally, Morty, who's in his Saturday best. Suit and tie to start the day. All right, smoky haze. That's the big weather story this morning. Red flag warnings remain in place. We're talking about a breezy wind and really dry conditions, so fire danger remains high. You can see the smoke, you can smell it this morning. I'm keeping a close eye on air quality as well. The other thing you'll notice is it's much cooler out there. Temperatures falling about 10 degrees between yesterday and today, putting us in the 50s as the breezy wind, sunny skies stick around. What we really need is rain, right? And finally, we found some in the forecast. I'll time it out for you coming up after the break.
Taking a first look at the AccuWeather forecast. Good morning. Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it. You can smell it, right? I'm keeping a very close eye on air quality today. Not impacted significantly, although I would say each of us impacted pretty significantly when you could smell the smoke in the air. 43 degrees right now, dew points in the 20s. It is dry, it is cool, it is clear other than the smoky haze, and the fire danger is high. That is the big weather headline for your Saturday. Until 6 o'clock this evening, still a red flag warning for the city, Long Island, Fairfield County, parts of the lower Hudson Valley and northeast New Jersey due to wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour and relative humidity below 30%. Even the spots not under a red flag warning do know that the fire danger is high. Be safe, be smart, no outdoor burning today because these weather conditions can cause those fires to spread so rapidly given how bone dry we are, both the ground and the air. And as the breezy wind continues, it helps to spread the embers and also fuel the flames. So no outdoor burning today. Wanted to give you a look at some of where these current fires are burning. Pompton Lakes, Marcus Solis has been there all morning. We're watching the Cliffside Park and Edgewood Cliffs fires. There was also one reported in the Bronx near the Major Deegan Expressway last night. We had a fire in Brooklyn. We're watching all of that smoke because of the northwest component to the wind pushing into the 5 boroughs. It's why we can see the smoke, why we can smell it, and why there's a pocket of moderate air quality over parts of Manhattan and Brooklyn. That breezy wind continues today. You're going to notice it. It's contributing to the cool feel as our temps fall about 10 degrees behind yesterday's front. It means 30s north and west of the city, low 40s for the city down the shore and on Long Island. The satellite and radar clear and quiet, so there's a whole lot of sunshine in the forecast today with highs in the mid-50s and that breezy wind contributing to the cool feel. Fire danger, it's probably the big weather headline, but the cooler conditions are something to note as well. Tomorrow, finally found a rain chance. The daylight hours are dry with increasing cloud cover, but after sunset tomorrow night, showers move in. We'll continue to see the wet weather overnight into first thing Monday morning. I'm so excited to be able to finally time out rain chances returning the forecast. So we'll show you that on Futurecast coming up. Michelle?
All right, thank you so much. Breaking news over there,
We've got some
friends.
We've got some cats for you, starting with Emma, because I can read, from the Rivas family. I mean, what a sweetie, right? I mean, this is like the dream kitten to have. But Tum Tum, also a cutie, taking a little cat nap on this Saturday morning from Jazan. And brother and sister Nutmeg and Cinnamon from Suzette posing in the leaves. You guys have some cute cats at home. I'm impressed. Okay, today, much cooler and it's smoky. You can see it, you can smell it out there with wildfire smoke being brought into the city from wind out of the north and west. It stays breezy today, and our dew points are still really dry behind yesterday's front that brought us the colder air. All of that means fire danger still high today. I'm also watching that AQI creep up now in the 90s, so a sign that the air quality is getting a little bit worse. What do we need? We need rain, and we finally found some on the 7-day. I'll time it out for you coming up in the AccuWeather forecast. I'm excited to hear more about that. Gorgeous. But we've got to share with you Toby, who's a big Channel 7 fan. Elizabeth sent this picture this morning of Toby lounging on the couch watching the weekend morning news. So thank you, Toby, for being my personal favorite viewer. We also have Peyton here from Melissa on the prowl, on the hunt this morning. Such a sweet kitten. Very cute. And finally, Ollie here, who is lounging as well, taking maybe a little cat nap on this chilly Saturday morning from Priscilla. It is cooler out there. Temperatures today about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. We're seeing that breezy wind, which contributes to the cool feel. The day planner showing a whole lot of sunshine, but you see the camera view behind me. Looks smoky, right? Smoky haze brought in by that northwest wind from nearby wildfires, and fire danger remains elevated today. It's a big weather headline. But moving toward tomorrow, our attention turns to rain chance, finally returning to the forecast. I'll time that out for you after the break.
Quality of the weather. We can definitely see the haze behind you. The smell, even here with our HVAC system in the studio.
Noticeable, right? You never want to be downwind of multiple fires burning, and that is exactly where New York City is sitting right now. In fact, the latest run of the AQI were now considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. AQI in Manhattan at 119. So if you do have respiratory sensitivities, it's starting to impact you. Please keep that in mind. You can see it, you can smell it out there. Otherwise, the sky would be clear and sunny, but visual haze over the horizon. Dew points extremely dry in the 20s. Air temperature much cooler than yesterday in the mid-40s right now in the city. And fire danger still high. Red flag warnings in effect for areas shaded in pink until 6 p.m. because it is still breezy. It is still bone dry, which means if a fire starts, it will spread rapidly because of these conditions. Here are the fires burning that are sending smoke into the 5 boroughs. We're watching this one, Pompton Lakes. Marcus Solis will have a report from there in a second. Also, too, just over the Hudson, we had a fire burning near the Major Deegan Expressway up near the Bronx. Looks like the one in Brooklyn that we reported on last night has been contained. But again, with wind out of the north-northwest, it is sending all that smoke right into Manhattan and into portions of Brooklyn. So we have this pocket of unhealthy for sensitive groups, air starting to develop, and it's something that we're watching today. The breezy wind will continue contributing to the cool feel. It's a factor in today's forecast, and of course, upping that fire danger. Our air temperatures now in the 40s, and in general today, noticeably chillier behind yesterday's front. The sky is clear, so above the layer of haze, it's a whole lot of sunshine as our high temperatures make their way to the mid-50s. That feels chilly because we've been so warm, but it's actually a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. So high fire danger for today, otherwise dry, breezy, and cooler with some smoky sunshine. Tomorrow, that's when things start to shift. Cloud cover slides in, and tomorrow night, finally, a rain chance returns to the region. We'll see wet weather overnight into first thing Veterans Day. I'll have the timing for you in just a few minutes. Pedro?
All right, thank you. Another
Now we have some super cats. These are not for sale, but they're still really cute. Starting with Lollipop, who goes by Lolly, from Christian. Very sweet on this Saturday morning. We also have Lucas posing for a picture. I love a glamour shot moment from Claudia. And finally, we have Zoe. What a sweetie on the prowl this morning. Look how small she is compared to the flower pot. Thought that was so cute. Smoky sunshine and temperatures that are much cooler than yesterday. Our highs today, mid-50s with a breeze. That makes it feel especially chilly. But with the dry conditions, it's still a great day to get outside as long as you don't have any respiratory sensitivities. Unfortunately, that AQI climbing into a zone considered unhealthy for sensitive groups due to nearby wildfires and smoke drifting into the city. Today, wildfire threat remains a real critical concern in terms of our weather conditions because of how dry and breezy it is. But tomorrow, our attention turns to a rain chance, finally returning to the forecast. I'll time that out for you on Futurecast after the break.